Milo, the tiny gray mouse, lived alone inside a cracked old wall of an abandoned house. It was a place without voices, without footsteps, without laughter. The wind was his only visitor, sighing through the broken windows like a ghost with nothing better to do. The nights felt long inside that silent cage, and sometimes Milo wondered if the world had forgotten him. Still, his little heart refused to give up. Every night he looked at a slim crack above him, where moonlight sneaked in like a secret. He stared at that light as if it were a window into a better world. Something inside him whispered that life was bigger than this tiny space. He didn't know why he believed it, but belief kept him strong. He often spoke to the darkness. "I am not weak. I am just waiting for my moment." Those words became his shield. Whenever fear tried to drown him, courage stood up inside him like a tiny warrior ready for battle. Milo wasn't brave because he had no fear. He was brave because he kept living despite it. One night, the moonlight felt brighter than usual, like a sign calling him forward. Milo touched the glow with his paw and felt a spark of courage flow through him. He knew change was coming. He didn't know when, but soon. He curled up to sleep with new hope warming his chest. A hero wasn't someone strong from the start. A hero was someone who refused to stay small. Milo whispered before sleep, "I am the hero of my story." The moonlight flickered, as if smiling back at him. Morning arrived with a miracle. A thin beam of sunshine slipped into Milo's home for the first time in his life. It stretched like a golden path leading away from darkness. Milo's eyes widened with wonder. Sunshine felt different from moonlight. It felt alive. It filled him with excitement instead of calm. His dreams grew bigger instantly. The dark wall suddenly felt like a prison rather than protection. Milo stepped forward and placed both paws into the warm light. His fur tingled. His heartbeat danced. He looked around his tiny home and realized he didn't want this to be his whole world anymore. He deserved to see what existed outside these walls. Maybe freedom, maybe adventure, maybe danger. It didn't matter. Anything was better than never trying. He paced nervously, imagining everything that could go wrong. A cat might catch him. A trap might break him. The unknown might swallow him. The fear was real. The fear was loud. Still, courage whispered louder. "If you stay here forever, your story never begins." Milo took a deep breath. He climbed up a small stone that felt like a mountain beneath him. Every step felt like a promise that he was becoming who he was meant to be. The air outside smelled different. Fresh, wild, new. Milo didn't push himself out yet. Dreams need time to bloom. He told himself, "One day soon, I'll walk into that world." He lay down again, but this time not to hide. He closed his eyes with purpose. He wasn't sleeping to escape. He was resting to prepare. Because a hero knows, great journeys begin with great belief. The day finally arrived. Milo stood at the edge of the crack and stared into the giant world outside. Everything felt huge. The floor stretched like a desert. Furniture stood like tall mountains. The sky above looked endless, a giant blue ocean hanging upside down. His paws shook, but bravery doesn't demand still hands. It demands a moving heart. Milo stepped out. The warmth of the sun wrapped him like a friend he never knew he had. A gentle breeze brushed his fur. The fresh air tasted like freedom. He felt alive. He took careful steps, learning the size of his new world. Every sound shocked him. A leaf falling felt like thunder. The squeak of an old door sounded like a dragon waking up. Milo flinched again and again. Fear wanted him to run back inside. Courage kept reminding him why he left. He climbed a wooden plank like a hiker climbing a hill. When he reached the top, he saw a slice of cheese lying far away on a table. Golden, delicious, magical. It was more food than he had seen in all his life. His stomach growled like a tiny lion. "This world may be big, but I belong in it too," he whispered. He didn't reach the cheese yet. He only looked at it from afar. Sometimes just seeing a dream tells you it's real. Milo walked back to rest in a corner of the room. He felt tired, but proud. He had stepped into the world. He had survived his first adventure. He was no longer the mouse who only watched the light. He was now the mouse who chased it. Milo returned the next day for another adventure. The world didn't feel as scary now. He moved faster, braver, happier. He climbed higher, imagining the cheese waiting for him like a trophy. He believed nothing could stop him. The wind disagreed. A sudden gust roared through a broken window. Milo lost balance. The world spun around him as he slipped off the edge of a large box. He clawed wildly at the surface, trying to grab anything. Fear exploded in his chest. He was falling back toward his old life, into the darkness he fought so hard to escape. His little heart screamed, "No! Not again!" Against all odds, his paw hooked onto a tiny nail sticking out. His body dangled above the empty space. His arms trembled violently. His legs kicked with pure desperation. The wall below looked like a hungry mouth ready to swallow him whole. Pain crawled into his muscles. He couldn't hold on much longer. The wind wasn't trying to hurt him, but dreams are always tested by storms. With one final burst of courage, Milo swung his body upward and rolled back onto safety. He collapsed, breathing hard, tears filling his eyes. He lay still for a moment, listening to his heartbeat proudly shout, "You survived." Fear tried to convince him to go home forever, but Milo wiped his tears and whispered, "I didn't come this far to go back." He stood again, shaken, but stronger.
Hello there. Welcome to our channel. That night, Milo climbed his little stone again. The moon and stars watched silently, like an audience waiting for his next move. He looked at the crack where the light entered his life, a beacon in the darkness. He looked at the vast, big world waiting just beyond his reach, a canvas of endless possibilities. And then, he looked back at the place he once called home, a familiar comfort now teamed with a profound sense of accomplishment. A gentle smile spread across his face. He had changed. He wasn't the same timid mouse who once trembled at every shadow. He wasn't trapped anymore. Not by fear, not by circumstance. He wasn't scared of silence, which now felt like a peaceful pause, not an empty void. He wasn't scared of storms, understanding that they too would pass, leaving behind a refreshed world. And he wasn't scared of falling, knowing that he possessed the resilience to rise again, stronger than before. Every bruise he carried was a testament to his journey, a medal earned through courage and perseverance. Every victory, no matter how small, was a verse etched into the unfolding legend of his life. He had learned that true strength wasn't about avoiding challenges, but about facing them head-on, with a spirit that refused to be broken. The world outside his familiar confines was no longer a place of dread, but an invitation to explore, to discover, and to grow. He understood that growth often comes from stepping outside our comfort zones, from embracing the unknown with a curious heart. Milo stepped forward, his tiny paws carrying the weight of newfound confidence. He knew that the path ahead wouldn't always be smooth, that there would be new obstacles to overcome and lessons to learn. But he also knew that he was equipped for whatever lay ahead. He had discovered an inner fortitude he never knew he possessed, a quiet determination that fueled his every step. The light from the crack, once a symbol of escape, now represented the dawn of a new beginning, a promise of adventures yet to unfold. He was ready to write the next chapter of his story, a story of bravery, resilience, and the boundless potential that resides within us all. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope Milo's story inspires you to embrace your own growth and step boldly into your future. If you enjoyed this, please consider following for more inspiring content.